host, Palma and she loves it, and welcome to the ABA Barber Challenge. Our 5 contestants have been hard at work and have been battling it out for the title of our first ABA Barber Challenge champion. The winning contestant for each week will receive some amazing products to help build their very own professional career. Besides being crowned the first ABA Barber Challenge champion, the winner will also receive one-on-one mentoring and over $15,000 worth in education and prizes from our fabulous sponsors. Who will win it all? By the talent and creativity shown so far by our contestants, it really is anyone's game. So let's get to our second challenge. Our second challenge was all about the present. Each contestant was given the Ian mannequin head to create a look that is inspired by present-day hairstyles and trends, from a modern bowl cut to a shaggy mullet to a modern French crop haircut. The ideas are endless. Contestants were also asked to incorporate a modern facial haircut as well to finish off their look. The final look must show off all the angles of the creation and was judged on overall execution, overall fashion look, artistic workmanship, and level of difficulty. The submissions are in, and to keep the competition fair, the mentors judged the submissions anonymously. Let's find out what our fabulous mentors thought about challenge number 2. Welcome, mentors. Thank you so much for joining me this week. So the work was phenomenal, and I'm so interested to hear what you guys have to say. Zachary, what did you think about the first look?
Yeah, I thought the first look was great. It was a great look that's really talking to what's going on now in the hair, or what's been going on in the men's barbering kind of world, with a little bit of length on top and some shorter sides. So it's a really common look that's dominated the hairstyling or the barber world for the last few years, for sure. I think it's a great nod to what's in. I did like the subtle color work that was placed in the hair as well. I thought that was a really great touch to add to the look, as well as the wardrobe choice. That's a lot of what I wear too, so I can give a nod to that. But definitely a strong look to begin this competition here, or this round.
Absolutely. Bradford, what did you think of the first look?
I absolutely agree. I love the pop of color. I felt that the challenger really took it to home as far as what we gave it far as advice last show, and really just tried to put their whole story into this. The pop of color, it was well groomed. There was definitely multiple techniques used into this cut. The only critique that I might be able to use is just watch some of the blending and making sure that there's balance to it.
Well, that mannequin was definitely rocking that beard. Benson, what did you think of the look?
Oh, I thought the look was pretty good. Like, this is like a style that we see over and over again, especially in present day. That works well with our time now. I really like the use of color that they put into the hair. The volume, the styling was really good. One critique that I could give, that I would want to see a little bit more of a smoother blend on, I think it was like on the tape, the temple and the nape. I know it's really hard to do that on a mannequin, but I've seen it done before. So just a little bit of a cleaner blend was what I wanted to see. But overall, very nice cut and very appropriate for what we're doing for this challenge.
Okay, mentors, we're ready for look number 2. Benson, what did you think?
Look number 2, really cool look. First off, I liked the kind of effort they put into the costume. Like, the glasses really took me away. And then from there, I was able to kind of see the rest of the cut. I really like the texture that they put into the beard. It almost has like a little bit of like a wave effect into the beard. And we see that a lot with ethnic hair, with gentlemen, pressing their hair down, getting the waves on top. In the challenges so far, this is the first time I've seen something kind of more dynamic with the beard. So I really like what they did with that. And yeah, overall, I like the look a lot.
I definitely like those glasses. Bradford, what did you think of look number 2?
I agree with Benson. I think that the creativity with texture in the beard was phenomenal. I also liked that there was a variation of texture. We saw some blunt cutting. We definitely saw some texture within the movement on the top as well as into the back. One area that I would say when you're focusing on styling and more so in a either video or photo based competition is be wary of where that placement is. I felt that the crown area needed a little bit more attention. It's very difficult within a mannequin because you're not sure what that canvas is going to give you. However, that finished look is yours to own.
And Zachary, what did you think of the second look?
Yep, just like the other two judges mentioned, I did like the beard look, the use of the glasses as well. I did like how the fringe was actually placed downwards, so covering the forehead. That's really big right now. It's very common what we see in it being requested. Overall, I did like the look. I think there was a few areas that could have been worked on. Some of the fading or some of the line work on the side could have been a little bit cleaner. I think that would have elevated the look. Also, just the choice of product. It looks as if it was maybe a gel that was used or something that was a little bit harder. I think that if you went with something a little bit softer, a little bit more of a matte look, it would give it a little bit more of a present day feel to it. But overall, a strong look. I really enjoyed it.
Well, here we are with contestant number 3. What did you mentors think of this one? Benson, what did you think?
My favorite part about this challenge was actually the detail in the beard. Now, I mentioned before, mannequin work and blending hair is like really difficult to do, especially when you're working with like full scalp exposure. But this contestant did a really good job at creating a really smooth blend on something that's really difficult. I love how they kept the symmetry in the design. So if you actually look at the blending on both sides, it was pretty symmetrical. The beard shape was good. The silhouette was nice. I love the texture that they put on top and the details that they put on the fringe. They could have easily just did a fringe that was like nice and flat, but they made it really dynamic with a lot of textured pieces strategically placed in their own way. So that was very enjoyable to look at. One of my favorite ones for sure.
Absolutely. That beard was something else. I really enjoyed this look. Zachary, what did you think of it?
Yeah, I think overall this was a very strong look. I think the attention to detail is very evident when you're looking at the picture in full circle. So the 360 view, there's attention to detail all the way from the fading to the beard work, all the way to the precision line and the fringe. I think this is a great look from top to bottom. And I think that it really speaks to what's going on right now. A lot of this kind of European mod look is very popular now. So I think that's it's a great example of current hair, and it's really well done.
And Bradford, what did you think of the third look?
Yeah, to agree with them, I felt that it was a very fashion forward look and very on trend to where we are currently. I liked that they used the same techniques in their haircut that they then applied to the beard, and that's very creative. It's not something that you see all the time, and it was done the way that it should be. I also felt that they had a great use of texture, placements, all the points that the other mentors have talked about. And I just thought that the overall blending was just done very well. It was an enjoyable look.
All right, here we are with look number 4. Mentors, tell me what you think. Bradford, tell me a little bit about that one.
Yeah, look number 4, again, very on trend right now. Good use of multiple techniques and really something that I enjoyed. In the 360 view, it just kept giving a different story, but also brought it back to a present day. You definitely had that surfer's part that went all the way across from starting on one side, finishing on the other, different variations of blending, and really just a nice movement throughout the entire image.
Absolutely. Zachary, what did you think of the look?
Yeah, I think another very strong look from top to bottom. Very clean work from the fading all the way to the precision line that was placed into the side of the head. I think that it's a great, again, a great example of what's going on currently, being asked for and requested. I think from a photo standpoint, there was a lot of thought put into it. The wardrobe, even the background. I think it gave the look a little bit more of a stronger feel to it. So I think overall, again, another very, very strong look. only critique would be maybe to add in a little bit of hints of color here and there just to take the look to the next level. Nothing to take away from the haircut, but just adding a little bit to give it a next, I guess, speaking point to it. But overall, strong look, great work.
And Benson, what did you think of this fourth look?
I thought this fourth look was excellent. This was definitely something that we talked about in the last challenge and what we were looking for. And what we were looking for was to see a great combination of barbering and hairstyling, showing a lot of like close clipper cutting techniques. One of the haircuts one of the things I love about this haircut was the design that they put all around. And as I mentioned before, and I can't say this enough, it's so difficult to do smooth blends on a mannequin. Um, this contestant definitely nailed it on the spot. This blend was really smooth. So overall, I got to say this was actually my favorite look. If I could give one critique though, and this is just me being very, very picky, was that I want to see just a little bit more symmetry on the lineup in front of his right under the lip. But other than that, that's just me being really picky. This was my favorite look, and this contestant did a really good job.
Okay, mentors, this is our final look for this week. Tell me what you thought about this look, Zachary.
Yeah, so of the looks, I think this one was maybe one of the more creative looks. There's a lot of elements. You can definitely see the line work that's been put into this mannequin head. You can see the color aspect of it, the color story. It is something that I guess yes, it's used quite a bit right now in today's requests. So a lot of line work, a lot of detail work. So it is a good look. I would just think that for me, if I'm talking about the barbering competition, I would just like to see a little bit more elements of fading into the haircut itself. So yes, there was a lot of technical line work, but if we look at any kind of fading or a disconnect or gradients of hair, we don't really see it in the look. So I think that if you added in a little bit more of that blending or fade into the haircut, I think it would make the look overall stronger. But it is technically a very sound haircut, and it is quite creative. So overall, another strong look.
Yes, was most definitely creative. Bradford, what did you think of the final look for this week?
Yeah, I agree with Zach. I think that it was very creative, very avant-garde. My original first thought process was this person has a lot of fun and their clients come with a ton of creativity for them. So they enjoy their craft, the use of color, all of those things. I agree with Zach. Thinking about the entire men's grooming category and all the variations that we actually have to use behind the chair, that would be something that you might want to bring into the element, even more so as we're thinking about the future, where are areas that we can really push the boundaries, even if we are used to and presently working on a more creative avant-garde. Where can we use some of these techniques that we were able to use in the last challenge, this challenge, and push our own abilities a little bit further?
I definitely agree with you there. I'm known for my avant-garde work, and that's exactly how I felt when I saw that look. Benson, what did you think of the final look for this week?
I thought the final look was great. I could definitely sense and feel the creativity. I could tell that the contestant really put a lot of thought on placement, on where they wanted to put the design, the color. They even put really hard line work in the beard. One critique that I could give though is that aside from the line work, I would like to see more blending into the haircut to kind of give it a little bit more dynamic, because with a lot of sharp lines, it kind of made the look a little bit more stiff. So maybe a little bit more flow or texture in the top with some blending would have just been a good balance that out. But overall, definitely a creative look, and I like the placement of where they put the design and the color.
Wonderful. Thank you, mentors, so much for joining me this week and sharing your thoughts about all the contestants' work. Looking forward to see your tips and tricks for them for next week's challenge. Fantastic work done by all of our contestants once again. I'm thankful I don't have the tough job of critiquing these looks. Before we find out who has won our second challenge, let's chat with our contestants about their work. Great job, contestants, on the first challenge, and a huge congratulations to Emily on winning it. What a fantastic job, and I definitely wanted to rock on with that look. Now, tell me about your look about this week. Did you have any challenges? Tell me a little bit about it.
So my client came in, his name is Ian, and his hobbies include woodworking and everything. So he wanted a low maintenance look while also brightening up his face and his mustache. So I gave him some guy lights and a money piece at the front just to brighten up his face. And he really wanted to highlight his handlebar mustache. That's one of the things he loves most about himself. So I highlighted, or I bleached that, and I toned it as well. And it's just finished off with the undercut and a low taper fade.
Well, Emily, thank you so much for sharing a little bit about Ian's personality. And that mustache says it all for me. Bonjour, Francois.
Hello.
Thank you so much. Hi. Can you tell me a little bit about the look that you did for this week?
Yes, cette semaine, dans le fond, je suis allé avec une coupe qui me représente beaucoup plus. C'est une coupe moderne, mais j'ai essayé d'y aller beaucoup plus avec jouer avec les fades. Je suis allé ajouter beaucoup de texture sur le dessus. Là, j'ai fait un crop sur dessus, puis les côtés, j'ai fait un burst fade d'un côté, l'autre côté, j'ai fait quelque chose de différent. Puis j'ai essayé de donner une touche aussi imaginative, que je suis allé vraiment avec mon imagination là, pour essayer de sortir quelque chose qui est vraiment différent de ce qu'on peut voir, mais qui est quand même quelque chose de très moderne, qui reste à la mode. C'est une coupe que j'aurais pas peur de faire sur quelqu'un. Donc, je me suis vraiment amusé à faire ça cette semaine. Puis, bref, c'est super. Je suis vraiment content, satisfait de ce que j'ai réalisé.
Merci, Francois.
Ça fait plaisir.
Hi, Mac. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Fantastic. Tell me a little bit about your look for this challenge.
So I took everything the mentors had said in the tips for this week. They wanted lots of blending, lots of lines. So when you guys do see the back and sides, I have like up to 20 lines in there. They also wanted a lot of clipper work and balding it out. So I straight razored the entire thing, got rid of every single hair. So it's completely bald. And I like to do big transformations. So I bleached them out completely. And I threw in some rose gold pink throughout the haircut. The right side is all texture. And the left side is more pompadour, kind of slicked, classy look. So I wanted to show and give a piece of everything. So there was nothing that I could possibly miss on this one.
Well, that's wonderful. As soon as you said rose gold, I was like, oh, I hear you on that rose gold, Mac. Fantastic. Hi, Juan. Thanks for joining us. I'd love to hear about your thoughts of your look that you created for this week. Tell me a little bit about it.
Okay, first, I'm sorry I didn't put outfit on it. I didn't know I had to put the outfit. I just want to show the clean haircut and just I don't want to disturb the judges. But now I know the third challenge, I definitely will put some outfit on the mannequin. And for the look, I like the crop. Also, I like some different shape in the front. That's why I create a little bit interesting design in the front. Also, I think the beards is too much, so that's why I fade a little bit the beard, so balance the face, the skin. And also I like the made fade straight, it looks really clean.
Juan, the look was fantastic, and it's okay. He went topless that week. We don't mind. I think Ian's attitude, he's a lumberjack, and so he got hot and sweaty from cutting some wood. You're okay. The judges don't mind. Jordan, let's hear a little bit about your look for this week's challenge.
So I wanted to really focus on, I love texture, I love flow. So those are kind of both things I love doing in haircuts. So I wanted to actually combine the two. So I did kind of my own crullet, if you will. So on the front top end, I have a crop, and then a mullet in the back. And then to have that kind of asymmetrical style on the sides, I did a fade, a 2-1 fade. Tapered into the beard on the one side, and then I did a design and more of a bald fade on the other side. And the beard was actually probably the more challenging part because it's just the hair texture that was on the mannequin. I haven't used that before, so it was fun to kind of straighten it out and kind of create the shape and structure and have it sit properly, and keep it at that nice, perfect length for the beard that a lot of guys like to have.
Well, Jordan, the look was fantastic. And with those glasses, he was definitely ready to hit the slopes. Thank you, contestants. I'm so happy to speak with all of you, and good luck on your final look for next week. Well, my favorite time has come. The mentor scores have been tabulated, and the winner of our second challenge is contestant number 4, Francois Labonte. Francois, you're this week's winner.
Yeah, je suis vraiment content. Merci.
Congratulations. You have won a pair of Casio Ivory 6-inch straight scissors, courtesy of Aurillac, a value of $650. Wow, a big congratulations to Francois. Okay, it's time to introduce our third and final challenge. Our third and final challenge takes the contestants into the future. Our contestants have each been given the Elijah mannequin to show off their best futuristic look. Anything goes. This is the time for our contestants to really think outside the box. Use all the tips and tricks they have learned in the competition so far and blow our mentors away. The final look must show off all the angles of the creation and will be judged on overall execution, overall fashion look, artistic workmanship, and level of difficulty. To help our contestants create a winning look that takes us into the future, our mentors have some wonderful tips to help them out.
Okay, challenge number 3. Really excited about this one. What we're looking for is the looks from the future. So I think this is going to be really fun for you. You know, this is where you get to really explore your creative side. And I think that it's a good buildup from working from challenge 1 in the past to the present and now to the future, and really, you know, showing us where you think the barbering world is headed. So I think for my tips and tricks, I would really just think or want to say, you know, use your creativity to the fullest. Think about where this career can take you in the future. Think about how barbering is going to expand. Think about different shapes, unique shapes. Think about a complete 360 look that that's going to involve all different elements of the craft. But I would really I guess the biggest tip and trick would be to really go after it and explore your own creativity and have fun with it. Most of all, I think that's going to be the best outcome. Is if you enjoy what you're doing, you're going to create something awesome. So have fun with the challenge. I can't wait to see what you come up with.
My tip for challenge number 3, the future. With this is where you can bring your stamp to what is this industry going to be in the future. If you think about all the different cultures and creeds that are blending together, where do you see hair and men's grooming being in the future?
All right, contestants, for challenge number 3, this is going to be a big one. What I'm going to be looking for and some tips that I can give you is literally just try to think outside the box. If you really want to kind of just, blow this out of the water, try to show us something that has never been seen before. So that's pretty much all I can pretty much say for challenge number 3. That's for the future. Something that we're maybe not expecting, a wow factor of some sort. Throwing in maybe stuff that's in the present, but mixing it with stuff that we maybe never seen before. And that's the kind of things that we're looking for. Maybe it could be something with the styling. Maybe it could be something with a design, with a blend, or something that could be added to the head. When we're creating art, the options and the creativity is endless. So I'm definitely looking for something that's going to wow me.
Thank you, mentors. Once again, some fabulous tips. Make sure to tune in next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time to see the results of our third challenge. Make sure to visit abacanada.com/barberchallenge to vote for your favorite look this week. See you all next week.